First and 10, get to it. Scotties, let's do it. First and 10, get to it. Scotties, let's do it. First and 10, get to it. Scotties, let's do it. First and 10, get to it. Scotties, let's do it. First and 10, get to it. Scotties, let's do it. Defense, fire it up. Defense, get up. Defense, fire it up. Defense, get up. Defense, fire it up. Defense, get up. Let's talk. Defense, fire it up. Defense, get up. Move it! Down the field, go Scotties! Move it! Down the field, go Scotties! Move it! Down the field, go Scotties!
Let's go.
We're celebrating. This is Cynthia Watson with Monticello Bank, and this year we celebrate our 125th anniversary. Since 1895, we've dedicated ourselves to providing premier financial products and superior customer service. The same dedication to superior service that has made us successful in 1895 is still with us today. But our success could not be possible without you, our faithful customers. So we thank you and hope you will join us in celebrating our 125th anniversary.
Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC.
When you order your sizzling McDonald's breakfast this morning, you might learn something important about yourself. Like, are you the kind of person who picks the melted, overflowing American cheese that got stuck to the wrapper before enjoying your delicious breakfast sandwich? Or after?
There's no better way to breakfast. Choose between a sausage biscuit or McChicken biscuit and hash browns for only $2. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
At SCRTC, we love local small businesses. Actually, they create the majority of all U.S. jobs. Small businesses have had to face unusually hard times lately. Support local small business now more than ever. We are proud to be able to meet the phone, internet, security, and television needs of businesses both large and small. Call SCRTC today to find out how we can tailor services to fit your individual needs. SCRTC, new packages and increased fiber area may be available to save you money. We meet business needs daily, and we couldn't do it without you.
Welcome back to the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff on WCLU.
Welcome back to Hank Roy Stadium. Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Trevue along with you as we get you set here for this first round playoff game in Class 3A District 2 between the Glasgow Scotties and the Adair County Indians. Let's give you the starting lineups for the two ball clubs. Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Monticello Bank, where we make banking easy. First for Adair County at left tackle, it'll be Braden Burton, a 6'1", 255 senior. Left guard is Joshua Smallwood, a 5'9", 225 junior. At center, Jake Smith, 5'10", 190 and a senior. The right guard, Elliott Biggs, a 6', 230 senior. At right tackle, Bert Soto, a 6', 260 sophomore. The tight end, Dawson Kahn, a 5'8", 160 senior. At wideout, Brady Cundiff, a 6'2", 170 senior. The wingback is Aaron Steele, a 6', 170 senior. Fullback, Dylan Pierce, 6', 185 and a senior. Running back, Gary Crawford, a 5'7", 160 senior. And the quarterback, Luke James, a 6'4", 175 junior. Defensively for Adair County, the tackles are Braden Burton and Bert Soto. Defensive ends are Dylan Pierce and Joshua Smallwood. Inside linebackers are Dawson Kahn and Case Cowan. Cowan's a 5'9", 160 junior. Outside linebackers are Gary Crawford and Cameron Harmon. Harmon, a 5'9", 180 senior. Quarterbacks are Aaron Steele and Deshaun Singleton. Singleton, a 6'2", 165 junior. And the safety, Brady Cundiff. Head coach for Adair County is Van Isaac. He's in his second season with an overall record of 4-12. Starters for the Scotties on offense look like this. At left tackle is Tad Shelton, a 6'4", 281 senior. Left guard is Coleman Deckard, a 5'10", 232 senior. At center, Isaiah Cianci, a 5'10", 226 junior. The right guard, Jaden Wood, a 6', 228 senior. At right tackle, Luke Chase, 6'2", 301 in the junior. The wideouts are Javon Clark, a 6'2", 150 sophomore, and Jamari Mack, a 6', 166 senior. At wingback, Jay Long, a 5'8", 146 junior. The fullback is Kieran Stockton, a 6', 206 junior. Running back is Hunter Scott, 5'10", 160 junior. And the quarterback, Easton Jesse, a 5'10", 141 freshman. Defensively for Glasgow, the nose guard is Tristan Franklin, a 6'4", 260 sophomore. The tackles are Kieran Stockton and Tad Shelton. Inside linebackers, Mason Bragg, a 6'2", 198 senior, and Jaden Wyrock, a 5'10", 172 junior. Outside linebackers, Jamari Mack and Clint Malden. Malden, a 6', 178 junior. The quarterbacks are Tony Hammond, a 6', 155 junior, and Carter McKeever, a 5'11", 148 senior. At strong safety, Corbin Wells, a 5'11", 161 junior, and the free safety, Andrew Phillips, a 5'10", 150 junior. Head coach for Glasgow is Jeff Garman. He's in his sixth season as the head man here with a record of 50-19. Assistant coaches are James McReynolds, Stephen Buford, Blaze Tylecki, John Myers, Tyler Hughes, Cameron Garman, and LaJuan Smith. And those starting lineups brought to you by Monticello Bank, celebrating over 125 years with 19 locations in 11 counties. And now joined by Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribune. And Larry, boy, it is nice to be home. The Scotties have not played at home since September the 11th. It's going to be a very small crowd here at max, about 260 people. There were 260 vouchers that were given out to parents and things like that of the players and then the people that are working the game. And that's it. It's going to be a very, very small crowd. But regardless, I know these seniors have got to be happy to be here, and heck, I am too.
Well, yes. We're real happy to be back here. Well, we've only been here one time, so it's good to get back in this new press box and the new stands and all that. A great facility down here at Glasgow, and it's really good to play a home game. Hopefully, and I don't guess we'll get to have another one unless something happens on down the road.
It certainly wouldn't be next week, but if you win next week, it's possible. I haven't really looked at what all the potential possibilities are, but. Bruce, obviously both of these teams have been off for a while. The Scotties haven't played in 3 weeks. Adair County has not played in 4 weeks. You got to wonder how that long layoff may affect both ball clubs.
Yeah, but, we did get to play at Franklin. I know Taylor County's not playing again tonight because Hart County, for some reason, decided not to play. They will have been off. They played last, but they will have been off 3 weeks. And, you wonder whether or not, you get tired of hitting yourselves or something like that. And to hit on what Larry wanted to know about, I looked at the RPI, and of course we go west again this year, and right now, if we win both of our games, our RPI shouldn't go down. So they would have to come here this year because our RPI is higher than any other school in the West.
You're saying if we get to the region championship game, you think it would be here?
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay. All right. So if you heard Coach Garman during his pregame interview, Larry, he talked about the fact that he felt like his team had his best stretch of practices the entire season during this layoff. He said kids like Jay Long, kids like Hunter Scott, they've had some nagging injuries this year. He said these 3 weeks have allowed them to get completely healthy. He said Jay and Hunter look very fast out on the practice field. And he said they've had really good weeks of practice.
Well, that's good to hear because, they're two of our top playmakers. We need them healthy at all times. And 3 weeks of practice is hard. I mean, I wouldn't like to practice 3 weeks in a row without playing a game, but it's good for them though. I mean, they learn, that they get their skilled guys, get a better grip on what they're supposed to do and what's going on with the offense and all that, especially when you got a freshman quarterback like we've got. And it just can't hurt anything.
Bruce, Scotty's coming off probably their most complete game of the season against Franklin Simpson the last time they did play, all the way back on October 30th. It was a 14-14 game at halftime, but Glasgow outscored Franklin 27-0 in that second half.
We did, and of course we talked about it. We changed the offense some and have slowed the ball down. We're not going to probably have as many possessions, but a key that we talked about, and that Larry always hits on, is turnovers, and we didn't turn it over at Franklin. And the thing about it is, and I think maybe part of that's slowing it down. You're not in as big a hurry. Maybe we don't make some mistakes, but I did think it was most complete ball game that we played, and a lot of people were involved on the offense.
Well, that'll wrap up our Don Franklin pregame show, as we will come back in here in just a couple of minutes, and we'll be ready for football here from Hank Roy Stadium. Let's go ahead and tell you that tonight's coin toss was brought to you by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. They are a proud sponsor of Scotty Sports. Of course, again, they're not doing the traditional coin toss. We're not sure who won the toss, but we do think Glasgow's going to receive. So either Glasgow won and elected to receive, or Adair County won and deferred to the second half. But either way, we think Glasgow is going to receive this kickoff. So let's take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll wrap up here the Don Franklin Countdown to Kickoff show and be back after a 1-minute timeout with kickoff here from Hank Roy Stadium. Back after this on WCOD Sports.
This has been the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff, a production of WCLU Sports with Joe Myers. Coming up, Glasgow Scotty football on WCLU, 1490 AM and 103.1 FM.
Hi, I'm Owen Lambert, president of South Central Bank. Whether you're looking for a conventional mortgage, an FHA, or a VA loan, or even a construction loan, or just a loan for that home improvement project you've been thinking about, South Central Bank is ready to help. We have experienced lenders who are here to walk you through every step of the way. You can even start the process online at southcentralbank.com. At South Central Bank, we're small enough to know you and big enough to help. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
3, 2, 1.
It's time for playoffs with the Glasgow Scotties on your home for Glasgow Scotty football. WCLU. Brought to you in part by Colton's, Don Franklin Auto, the Glasgow EPB, the People's Bank, Joe Myers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agent, Monticello Bank, McDonald's of Glasgow, South Central Rural Telephone, South Central Bank, and Walbert Trucking. And now, your voice for the Glasgow Scotties, Joe Myers.
Welcome back here to Hank Roy Stadium, just a couple of minutes away from kickoff here, as we get you set for Glasgow against Adair County in the opening round of the Class 3A playoffs here in District 2. Larry, what about keys for a Glasgow victory here tonight?
Well, of course, Bruce said it a while ago. It was turnovers, and we've narrowed the gap. I think we're just +2 now in turnovers. So they've made a really good comeback on that end of it, and let's take care of the football. And like Jeff said in his pregame, take care of your job and your duties and tackle. And we should be all right in this game tonight. Hopefully, we won't have too many penalties either. I don't know how they did on the penalties against Franklin, but we have had too many penalties so far this year.
What about the series record between Glasgow and Adair County, Larry?
Well, this is the 13th meeting between these two schools. The series record stands 11-1 in favor of the Scotties. That first game against Adair County came back in 1972 when the Scotties won at Adair County by a score of 71-0. And of course, the last time we played Adair County was in the playoffs in 2019. First round, Glasgow won that one 42-8 here at Glasgow.
Scotties tonight in their royal blue jerseys with white numerals and the white pants with the royal blue helmet, the white Scotty paw on the side. Adair County in white jerseys with blue numerals and letters. They've got red pants on, the white helmets with the blue stripe down the middle of that helmet. Your officials are referee Chris Kirby. The umpire is Tim Spears. Head linesman is Troy Shively. The line judge is John Hughes. The back judge, Robert Kirby. A rematch of last year's first-round playoff game, which Glasgow won 42-8 here at Hank Roy Stadium over Adair County. Scotty is set to receive this opening kickoff. Hunter Scott, Jay Long, Carter McKeeper, the three men that are deep for Glasgow. And for Adair County, Chase Holmes has the ball teed up and ready to get this thing underway. Again, whoever wins this game knows they're going to Taylor County next week because Hart County was supposed to play Taylor. They decided for whatever reason not to play that game. May have had a COVID issue or whatever, I'm not sure. But either way, that game was forfeited by Hart County. So Taylor County awaits the winner of this one next Friday night in the second round. Holmes gets the kick away. It'll be fielded by McKeever at the 18-yard line. He's got the 25, he's got the 30, and spins down around the 28-yard line, it would appear. And that'll be where the Scotties will start this first drive of the night.
It looks like number 13 for Adair County, Brian Corneliuson, 5'8", 155 junior, made that first tackle.
Bruce, let's call that the 34-yard line. Let's call it the 34-yard line. So a return of 16 yards. And here is freshman quarterback Easton Jesse under center. He'll put Hunter Scott in motion for his wingback position. He'll give it off to the fullback, Kieran Stockton. Big hold at the middle. He's got the 40, the 45, and he'll cross midfield to about the 48-yard line, I believe, is where they'll spot Kieran down.
Yeah, nice run right straight up the middle. Big, strong run. The tackle was made by Luke James, number 9, a 6'4", 175 junior.
Kieran Stockton playing a completely different role than he thought he was going to when this season started. They thought that Kieran would be a tight end and play on defense, but he has turned into a great fullback in this wing T offense the Scotties have gone to. Jay Long, a wing back on the right side. They'll pitch it to Hunter Scott this time. He'll get the 45. He'll get the 40. He'll get the 35, the 30. Back to the middle of the field. Now back to the sideline. The 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Oh, what a run, boy. He went right down the middle. He took the quick pitch out to the right and then cut it back inside. And then he zigzagged out about 2 or 3 different times before he got to the end zone.
So with only 36 seconds gone in this first quarter, Glasgow strikes quickly. A long run there for Hunter Scott of 48 yards. For Hunter, that will be his 9th rushing touchdown of the season to lead the team. Luke Allen on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Corbin Wells.
There was 4 or 5 people had a shot at him, but he just zigzagged and got out of their reach.
Good snap. Hold down, kick up, and it is through the uprights. And Glasgow, with 11:24 to go in the first quarter, leads 7-0 over Adair County. And by the way, that touchdown was brought to you by the People's Bank, where they are working for you. We're back after a 30-second timeout here on WCLD Sports.
Hey, Sonny, would you mind changing the brake pads on the old wagon?
Sure, Grandma. I can help you out, but this is the last time. I have to find a real mechanic job. Grams, this jack looks like it was made before cars were.
It's fine. Work, boy.
All right. Ah, my foot! I need a real mechanic job.
And a real job you'll get as the new diesel mechanic at Walbert Trucking in Glasgow. Get paid weekly, a full benefits package, and the career you'll love. If you have the skills and experience, apply now. GoWalbert.com.
Now back to more Scotties football playoffs on WCLU.
For Glasgow, a 2-play, 66-yard drive that took just 36 seconds. Hunter Scott scores on a 48-yard run. Luke Allen added the extra point at 7-0 Glasgow. 11:24 to go in the opening quarter. And the Scotties will kick this ball deep. It'll bounce at the 10-yard line and be fielded back at the 5-yard line. That is Aaron Steele on the return. And Steele going to be spotted out, I think, just across the 15-yard line, but let's make sure. They'll put it down at the 16-yard line. So a return of 12 yards there for Steele.
Corbin Wells made that tackle, his first of the night.
Quarterback Luke James under center with a wishbone set behind him. Caldwell and Pierce are the 2 deep men. Here is Caldwell with a carry-off right tackle. Or Crawford, excuse me, not Caldwell, my apologies. Crawford will get it up close to the 19, or maybe the 18-yard line, I think is where they're going to spot him. They're going to back it up to the 18. Gain of 2 yards. It'll be second down and 8.
Ted Shelton on that tackle. First tackle of the night, 6'4", 281, and a senior.
Tad had a huge game against Franklin. Larry had 11 tackles in that ball game. He dominated up front. James under center. Going to give it off to Pierce, and he's going to get it out across the 20 down to about the 21-yard line. Ball spotted at the 21, well, right between the 21 and 22s, really, Bruce. It'll be 3rd down and 4 after a gain of 4 right there.
Andrew Phillips on that tackle, his first of the night, 5'10", 150 junior.
Pearson Crawford again, the deep man here in the wishbone set. And James wants to throw off play action. James rolling out to the right side. He's going to tuck it and run with it, and he is not going to get to his first down marker. He'll get a couple of yards, but he needed 4.
Yeah, Mason Bragg on that tackle caught him from behind and bulldogged him.
Tristan Franklin made that tackle for the Scotties. It'll bring up a...
Give him 2 yards to the 24-yard line. So 4th down and 2 here. And Adair County keeping the offense on the field at their own 24. Down 7-0. 9:44 to go in the first quarter. If you're Glasgow, don't jump right here.
Yeah.
James under center. Scotty's crowding the box. And Glasgow jumps.
Tristan Franklin, I think, is the man that came across. I don't think they were going to snap that ball.
I would have been shocked if they had snapped that one, but Scotties have pulled that trick on a few teams. So Adair County able to get that first down on the penalty.
Well, that's a good move on their part because we used to do that a few years back. We'd do it a lot.
That was one of Rick Wood's favorite moves.
Yeah, that's right.
James under center, again the wishbone set behind him. Steele, the running back there this time with Crawford. They're going to give it off to Steele, and he is going to get bottled up in the backfield for a big loss.
It looks like Kyrian Stockton was down on the bottom of that pile. That's his first one. 6'2", 206 junior.
The loss of 4 yards back to the 25-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 14. Barron County on the road at North Hardin tonight in a first-round playoff game, and North Hardin leading that game 14-6 at the end of 1 quarter. James will set up in shotgun formation this time, actually pistol formation. He's got Pierce behind him. James to throw, flushed out of the pocket, rolling right. Now he'll let it go deep down the field, and that pass is batted down, but we're going to get interference called here on the Scotties.
Yeah, that sure is. That's the right call. Jamari Mack got his left arm extended into the receiver.
So that will be a first down. Oh, we got it. And that's my mistake. I forgot to turn the microphone up. We do have referee Chris Kirby on the mic for us tonight. I'm a little out of practice.
First down.
I've had 3 weeks off, too.
Yeah, we got
back into the groove.
We got part of it. We got the first down.
So 1st and 10 for Adair County at their own 40-yard line. 8:45 to go in the first quarter. Glasgow leads 7-0. James in pistol formation. He puts Crawford in motion to the right side. Going to give it off to him on a sweep around the right end. Turns to the field. He's got some room. He'll cross the 45 to the 50 and into Glasgow territory with a first down to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Tad Shelton is the man that came from his defensive tackle spot and made that tackle, caught him from behind. That's his 2nd tackle of the night.
Pick up a 14 there for Crawford.
At the wrong section at Glasgow 46-yard line.
James again in pistol with a wing back either way. Pierce is the fullback. Here comes Steele in motion to the near side. They'll hand it off to him on a jet sweep. Trying to find some room to turn it upfield, and he might get a yard, but a flag comes in behind the play in the area of holding.
Yeah, Jaden Wyrock made the tackle. We'll see if it stands.
They're going to give him right now a gain of 2 to the 44, but let's see what Chris Kirby has to say.
Holding. Offense.
Is indicated against
that flag is resting at the 48-yard line, so they'll mark it off from there. And it'll put it down at the 42-yard line in Adair County. So that'll make it 1st and 22 now for the Indians with 8:23 to go in the first quarter. Again, Glasgow on top 7-0. If you just joined us late, Scotty scored in 2 plays on their opening drive. James in pistol formation, a wing back either way. Pierce is the fullback. Going to give it off to Pierce right up the middle, and he gets cut down after a very short gain.
Yeah. Tad Shelton again on the tackle. That's his 3rd already.
Gain of 2 yards there to the 44-yard line. Fairly mild night for November the 20th. We'll take all of these we can get.
You got that right.
Adair County breaks the huddle with 12 on the play clock. Second down, 20. James with Pierce as the fullback behind him, a wing back either way, wide out here on the near side. Here comes Steele in motion, going to fake it to him. James to throw. Rolling out to the right side, his pass is incomplete. It was intended for Dylan Pierce out around the 45-yard line. It's off his fingertips and incomplete. Jamari Mack was the closest defender there. Kieran Stockton also in the area.
Yeah, and Tristan Franklin is a man that came right through the middle and put pressure on the quarterback and made him get rid of it before he wanted to, I think.
Stops the clock with 7:24 to go in the first quarter.
The play wasn't going very far anyway. If he catches it, I think Jamari Mack makes the tackle for a minimal gain.
Third down and 20 here for the Indians. Brady Kunda splits wide out to the right side. Steele and Crawford, the wing backs. Pierce, the fullback. Crawford goes in motion to the right side. James in pistol formation. He'll pitch it to Pierce on a sweep around the right end, trying to turn the corner, and he will get a yard, maybe two. Scotty strung it out well.
It looks like Hunter Scott's a man that came up and hit him about the knees and upended him.
Going to put it down at the 47-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down and 17 for the Indians, and we'll see if they decide to go for it. Nope, looks like the punting unit is on the field here. Chase Holmes in punt formation. Andrew Phillips back deep for the Scotties, awaiting the kick. Snap is there, and nearly blocked that time by the Scotties, but Holmes got it off. It's not a great punt by any means. It'll bounce at the 40-yard line and take a bit of an Adair County roll and be downed at the 37. 6:38 to go in the opening quarter. Glasgow 7, Adair County nothing. First round playoff game here in Class 3A, District 2.
Real good series for the Scotties. We gave them a first down on a penalty, and then they gave it right back to us when they held.
16-yard punt with no return. Jesse under center, wing back on the left side is Phillips. He comes in motion to the near side. He's going to give it off to Jay Long, the second man through. Jay's got the hole off the left side, 45, 50, 45, and he'll be dragged out of bounds right around the 42-yard line, it would appear.
Yeah, number 2, Aaron Steele on that tackle, 6'1", 170 senior for there.
I make it the 41, actually. Gain of 22 yards for Jay.
He came right out of that slot back position there, and boom, hit it right off left tackle.
6:31 to go in the first quarter. Glasgow up 7-0. Phillips again, a wing back on the left side. Stockton and Long in the backfield. They give it to Stockton this time off left tackle, following his blockers. He's got something here, 30, and down just shy of the 25-yard line. Let's see where they put it down to 27, I believe, is where they're going to spot it. Pick up a 14 yards.
Aaron Steele again on the tackle. He's the man that knocked him out of bounds. His second tackle. Good, strong running game so far for the Scotties.
Pretty good average.
Over 100 yards already.
Yeah, over 25 yards per carry. 4 rushes for 102 yards. Jesse under center again. Hunter Scott in there's the wing back this time with Long and Stockton in the backfield. Here comes Scott in motion to the near side. Jesse to throw. Rolling out to the right, he'll let it go. It's caught by Jamari Mack inside the 20. He'll get it down to around the 16. It's a good catch by Jamari. That pass is a little bit behind him. He made a good adjustment on that ball to catch it.
He did, and he ran into Hunter Scott there at the end. He might not have gone down, but Brady Cumdiff is the man that made the tackle. That's his first of the night, 6'2", 170 senior.
For Jamari Mack, his 11th catch of the season. That one goes for 11 yards. So first and 10, Glasgow. At the Adair 16, Long in motion to the near side, or the far side, excuse me. They give it off to Long on the jet sweeper. Breaks the tackle at the 10, and now actually they're going to drag him down at the 10-yard line, it looks like. Thought he was going to get away for a moment. Ball spotted actually just shy of the 10, so we'll call it the 11-yard line. Second down and 5.
You have a number 3 on your... Oh, yeah,
That's
Dylan Pierce.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
I got him now. He's the man that made the tackle.
Stockton along in the backfield. Scott, the wing back on the left side. Jesse going to give to Scott, trying to turn the corner around the right side. Now gets it inside the 10 and down around the 5, it would appear.
Hunter Scott off the right side.
Yep, down at the 5, so it'll be first and goal from that spot. 4:59 to go in the first quarter. Glasgow leads 7-0. Already the 6th first down of this first quarter for the Scotties.
You got a number 8?
Spotted at the 5-yard line.
Do not, Larry.
I don't either.
Here goes Long in motion to the left side from his wing-back spot. Give it off to him, and he's going to get hit in the backfield. Gets away from the first man, but now going to have to get away from a couple others. He will not. A flag goes down. This could be a face mask. We'll see. Probably either a face mask against Adair or a hold on Glasgow.
Nobody was there to hold.
We'll get the call from our referee, Chris Kirby, here in just a moment.
Personal foul. Blindside block.
That goes against Glasgow, so that moves it all the way back to the 30-yard line where it's going to be first and goal. Pretty tough spot to be in here.
First down goal. This time from the 30-yard line.
Stockton the fullback. Double wing set here with Phillips on the right side, Scott on the left side. The wideout is Javon Clark on the left side of the field. Jamari Mack, the tight end, here on the right side. Jesse under center. Now Mack motions over to the left side of the line at tight end. They put Phillips in motion. Here's a give to Scott on the inside handoff up the middle. He's got the 25, he's got the 20, he's got the 15, he's got the 10, he's got the 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotty.
Yeah, nice play. They faked across the man coming across the formation and then gave it back to Hunter Scott going to the right side. And he just got to the outside and right down the sideline for the TD.
Second touchdown tonight for Hunter on the year now. 10 touchdowns to lead the team. And it's 13-0 Glasgow with 4:16 to go in the first quarter. That touchdown brought to you by the People's Bank, where they are working for you. And Luke Allen on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 4:16 remaining in the first quarter. Glasgow off to a hot start. They have scored their first 2 possessions. They lead it 14-0 over Adair County here in the Class 3A playoffs first round. We're back after this on this 30-second timeout on WCLU Sports.
Stock number LS714272, MSRP 27494. Stock number LZ350387, MSRP 36810. All incentives to dealer plus tax title and license. Must finance with dealer-approved lender. With approved credit ends 9/30/20.
Kick off the season with huge savings at Don Franklin Chevrolet in Glasgow. Get the all-new 2020 Equinox LS as low as $25,994, or the all-new 2020 Chevy Silverado 1500 as low as $32,390. All with Don Franklin's exclusive 15-year, 500,000-mile powertrain coverage. Find new roads at Don Franklin Chevrolet in Glasgow.
Now back to more Scotties football playoffs on WCLU.
Jaden Warrock has his thing teed up, ready to kick it away. We'll tell you about that scoring drive for the Scotties here in just a moment. Aaron Steele, the deep man for Adair County, waiting on the kick. Warrock gets it away, a low line drive kick, bounces at the 25 and fielded at the 20. That's Crawford. He'll bring it up across the 25, and he's going to be stopped shy of the 30-yard line, it would appear.
Jake Wyrock, the man that kicked it off, made the tackle. 5'10", 172 junior.
That scoring drive for the Scotties, 6 plays, 63 yards, took 2:22 off the clock, and Hunter Scott with his second touchdown run of the night. He's had runs of 48 and 30 yards to score. Well, extra point good by Allen. It's 14-0 Glasgow, 4:09 to go in the opening period. It was an 11-yard return that time for the Indians. So first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. James in pistol formation. Pierce the fullback, a wing back either way. James calls for it. He'll give to Pierce, off right tackle, and nothing doing. Scotty stack him up.
Yeah.
They're going to give him 2 yards on that somehow.
He ran right into Tad Shelton. That's his 4th tackle.
Boy, I thought he got stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. They say he gets progress to the 31, so a 2-yard pickup, second down and 8. Steele, a wing back on the right side. Crawford, wing back on the left side. Pierce, the fullback. And they're going to give it up to Crawford on a sweep around the right end. Makes a man miss at the line of scrimmage. He'll get it out across the 35, up near the 37, maybe the 38.
Yeah, Tristan Franklin on that tackle. That's his first of the night.
4 yards, brings up a third down and a long 1 yard.
Had an official timeout here. I don't know if somebody had an equipment issue or what, but Mason Bragg's going to have to come off the field. So I think he was getting up a little slowly, and they stopped play for him. And when they do that, you got to come off for at least one play. Six-yard carry that time for Crawford. So it's 3rd down and 1 for the Indians. They're at their own 38. Steele, the wing back on the right. Crawford, wing back on the left. Pierce, the fullback. Wide out to the right side. Here comes Steele in motion. Going to give it off to the fullback, Pierce, right up the middle. He's got the first down. He's got the 45. He'll cross midfield to the 48-yard line in Glasgow territory.
Yeah, that's a good run, right off the right guard. And he got 4 or 5 yards before anybody ever touched him. Jamari Mack is the man that finally made the tackle, his first of the night.
12-yard pickup for Dylan Pierce. He's now carried 5 times for 23 yards. Steele will go out and line up as a wideout this time. Cundiff, the other wingback on the right side, he comes in motion to the near side, going to hand it off to him. Around the left end, he's got the 45. He'll get the 40 and be taken down to the 39.
Mason Bragg on the tackle, number 2 for him.
Pickup of 9 yards there for Brady Cundiff. They'll make it 2nd and just a yard here for the Indians. 2:27 to go in the first quarter. Glasgow leads 14-0.
Yeah, Jeff Garman said he liked their offensive line, and in the last 2 plays, they really opened up a nice hole.
Yeah, Jeff said he thought their offensive and defensive lines were the strength of this team. Wing back either way. Crawford going in motion. They're going to pitch it to him around the right side. Flag comes in, and Crawford going to be taken down at the 36. Now he actually falls forward, maybe closer to the 35. Well, let's see what the flag's all about. It would be a first down if the play stood, but I don't think it's going to.
Right there. Holding on the offense.
Holding from the target against the end.
And that flag resting at the 41, so they mark it off from there, and the flag must have been resting at the 40, I guess. They're going to spot it down right at midfield. Second Adair County penalty for 20 yards. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Glasgow leads 14-0. Second down, 12 now from the 50. Cundiff, a wing back on the right side. Crawford on the left side. Wide out here on the near side is Steele. And they're going to give it off to Cundiff, trying to get around the left end, and he will not be able to. Scotty's will hold him to maybe a gain of a half yard or so.
Yeah, Corbin Wells came up real strong from his safety position there and made that tackle. That's his 2nd of the night.
Now they say actually no gain. They put it right back down where it was before. So it'll be 3rd down and 12. Possibly 4-down territory here for Adair County. You're right at midfield, but it's still very early. 1:18 to go in the first quarter. Glasgow on top, 14-0.
And Adair's had a couple pretty good. This is the 2nd pretty good drive they've had, and then a big penalty, holding penalty, hurts them.
James trying to direct traffic and get people lined up, and Adair County going to have to burn a timeout here. 1:01 to go in the first quarter. Glasgow 14, Adair County nothing here in this opening round Class 3A playoff game. We're back to Hank Roy Stadium after a 30-second timeout here on WCLU Sports.
Life has a way of presenting us with many inconveniences, but paying your bill shouldn't be one of them. That's why the Glasgow EPB has multiple ways to pay your bill. You can pay your bill online or even sign up for our bank draft program, where your bill will be debited from your bank account on the due date. Pay your bill anytime without having to come into our office at the bill payment kiosk located next to our drive-thru. Did you know you can pay your EPB bill at your bank? And as always, our office and drive-thru are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The EPB, connecting Glasgow to the future.
Now
Now back to more Scotty's football playoffs on WCLU.
1:01 remaining in this opening quarter here at Glasgow High School. 14-0 lead for the Scotties over the Adair County Indians. Again, Taylor County awaits the winner of this one in the second round. This game, that game will be played next week in Campbellsville. Taylor County was scheduled to play Hart County tonight in their opening game, but Hart County canceled that contest. Taylor County has already defeated Scotties and Adair County both. Taylor, of course, the number 1 seed in the districts. Third down 12 for Adair County as we get back to action here. James in pistol formation. He's got Steele and Crawford as the wing backs. Pierce the fullback. Cundiff a wide out here on the left side. James will put Crawford in motion. They'll give it off to him around the right side, tries to cut it back to the middle of the field, and great tackle that time made by Mason Bragg. A flag comes in, and I'm not sure what this is all about, but let's see.
He grabbed him by the shoulder pads. It looked like he just slung him to the ground.
Mason Bragg, penalty marker on the
Personal foul, face mask.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Against Glasgow.
I didn't actually see a face mask. I thought he just got him by the shoulders.
Mason didn't really have much of a reaction, so maybe he did get the face mask. I don't know, but
That kid didn't go down. Face mask.
It's a first down for Adair County as that gets them out of a big hole. They had 3rd and 12. And now they get their 3rd first down of the night by penalty as this one moves the ball into Glasgow territory to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Crawford will go as a wide out to the right side. Cundiff and Steele are the wing backs. Pierce the fullback. 5-man front for the Scotties. James to throw. Rolling out to the right side. Under pressure. Lets it go. It is going to be caught, I believe, inside the 20. Down to the 16-yard line, and that is Brady Cundiff who makes the catch.
Tony Hammond on the tackle, his first of the night, but that was a well-thrown ball right down the middle.
This team does not like to throw it much. They had only attempted 38 passes all year long, but James able to complete that one. Pickup of 19 yards. 1st and 10, Adair at the Glasgow 16-yard line. This is by far their deepest penetration of the night. 14-0 lead for Glasgow, though. 36 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. James in pistol. Pierce behind him as the fullback. A wing back on either side. They'll put Crawford in motion from the wing back spot. Going to give it off to him around the right. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Pierce had the football. They faked me out that time. Pierce tried to go up the middle with it, and he's going to lose yardage.
Yeah, Tristan Huffman was there. Tristan Franklin, was right there to stop him. That's his 2nd tackle.
Loss of 2 yards. Back to the 18. I bought the fake that time.
Yeah, Clinton Halden was in there right with him. Both of them hit him about the same time.
And that is going to be the final play of the first quarter. It's 14-0 Glasgow over Adair County here in this opening round game of the Class 3A playoffs. Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Hello, this is Terry Bunnell, Chairman, President, and CEO of the People's Bank. In today's economy, small business owners need every advantage to not only survive, but to get ahead. That's where the People's Bank comes in. As a community bank, we provide the tools to help your small business succeed. We're dedicated to where we live, work, and operate. The People's Bank, your community bank. People's Bank, working for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In a perfect world, tree limbs never fall on roofs during storms. Deer look both ways before crossing the road. And water pipes don't burst while you're on vacation. But for those times when life is less than perfect, Kentuckians turn to Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, a company perfectly suited to getting your world back to okay. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Come see me, Joe Myers, at 106 Reynolds Road in Glasgow, or call me at 670-3093.
Now back to more Scotty's football playoffs on WCLU.
2nd down 12, Adair County. As we get the second quarter underway, the ball resting at the Glasgow 18-yard line. James in pistol formation with Pierce at the fullback behind him. Steele and Crawford, the wingbacks. Here comes Crawford in motion. They're going to fake the pitch to him. James to throw into the end, or actually inside the 5, and the pass is going to
be
intercepted, or was it?
I believe it was.
Yep, it is an interception. by Andrew Phillips.
Andrew Phillips.
Pass is intended that time for Brady Cundiff, and Phillips and Cundiff both had a shot at it, and Phillips comes away with a football.
Well, it was a wrestling match forward. It went up in the air. I actually thought that the Adair player caught it first, and I think Andrew Phillips just took it out of his hand before it went to the ground.
That's why I was slow on the call, Larry. I thought Cundiff had it, but Phillips did take it away from him. It's the first interception of the season for Andrew Phillips. Scotties will take over after that turnover at their own 5-yard line with 11:51 to go in the second quarter. Long and Stockton are the backs. Scott in motion from his wingback position here on the left side. He'll motion to the right. Easton Jesse to throw. The pass gets tipped as it leaves his hand. It'll fall incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, somebody on that left side of the defensive line got it. Looks like number 76. He's the one celebrating. That'd be Bert Soto.
Stats in that first quarter. Glasgow leads 14-0. 7 first downs for the Scotties, 6 for Adair County. 3 of those by penalty, by the way. 143 yards rushing for the Scotties, 11 passing, a total of 154. Adair 51 rushing, 19 passing, a total of 70. Neither team turned the ball over in the first quarter, although Adair County did just turn it over on the first play of the second quarter. Jesse under center. Long and Scott the wing back. Stockton the fullback. Give it off to Stockton. He breaks a couple of tackles at the line of scrimmage. He's got the 15, and he is going to get out to the 20-yard line before he's dragged down with a first down.
Yeah, nice run by Korean Stockton. Lane Grant on the tackle. He's a 5'8", doesn't have a weight on him. He's a freshman, they say, number 20.
14-yard pickup there for Kieran. Rest of those first quarter stats, Glasgow penalized 4 times for 50 yards, Adair 2 for 20. Glasgow 8 offensive plays, had the ball 2 minutes and 58 seconds. 15 plays for Adair County. They had it 9:02. Scott goes in motion to the right side, going to give it off on an inside handoff to Long. Good move to the line of scrimmage to make a couple of men miss. He's out across the 25 and up to the 27, maybe the 28.
Yeah, big-time move right there. Number 32 on the tackle, Byron Rogers. But, boy, he made a couple little juke moves there and got away from a couple of guys.
Gain of 8 on the play. It'll be second down and 2. 11:01 to go in the second quarter. Glasgow leads this game 14-0. And a flag comes down here for on against the Glasgow sideline. It'll be a sideline warning called on the Scotties.
55.
55.
It was sideline warning against Glasgow.
Get behind the line. That's all you got to do. It ain't that hard. I mean, there's a line to stand behind it.
So, of course, there's no penalty on that first sideline warning. The second one would be a penalty. Second down and 8 here.
Yeah. Right.
Jesse under center. Phillips a wing back. Going to give it off to Andrew. He's got the 30, the 35, the 40. Down the sideline he goes. He's got the 50. Got to beat a couple of men here. Now tries to cut it back into the middle of the field, and he'll get taken down inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, looks like number 9, Luke James, on the tackle. His third tackle of the night.
A run of 40 yards for Andrew Phillips, his longest run of the season. Previous long was 37. First and 10 for Glasgow at the Adair 32. 10:35 to go in the first quarter, or the first half. Glasgow leads 14-0. Scott in motion to the right side, going to get off to Stockton, the fullback, and the flag comes in as Stockton goes down around the 31.
Boy, these guys like to throw the flag, don't they?
We've seen several of them.
Get back to me.
That'll be another hold, I think.
66.
What is that?
He gave the indication for a block in the back.
It was on 66. That's Tad Shelton, if we heard him right.
It'll move the ball back to the 42-yard line. Jeff Garman did not like the call. He is very demonstrative over here on the sideline. First down 20 for Glasgow, back at their own, back at the Adair 42. Long, the wing back on the right side. Going to give it off to Stockton here And Kieran trying to get to the outside off right tackle. He'll get it inside the 40 down to the 36.
Yeah, he got a lot out of nothing right there. Bert Soto on the tackle, number 76. 6 foot 260 sophomore.
Gain of 6 there for Kieran. He's now carried it 4 times for 52 yards.
We're bringing up a second down and 14.
Hey, Busty.
Well, spotted at the Indians 36.
Second down 14 at the Adair 36. Scott along the wing back, Stockton the fullback. Here comes Long in motion to the near side. Going to go back to Scott on a reverse, but Hunter's fumbled it, picks it back up. Now he's got something here. He's got the 30, he's got the 25, the 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Boy, he fumbled it right at the line of scrimmage, and that ball bounced right back up to him.
That is the 3rd touchdown of the night for Hunter Scott. This one from 36 yards out. And it's now 20-0 Glasgow with 9:38 to go in the second quarter. So Hunter tonight with touchdown runs of 48, 30, and 36.
Not a
play
bad
unsportsmanlike on the head coach. Mask.
On the who?
I don't know if that is against Glasgow or against Adair County.
Your head coach didn't have his mask on.
It's
Glasgow. Jeff. Yeah, I didn't know that was a penalty now.
I didn't either.
So they have called a penalty against Jeff Garman for not having his mask on.
Well.
So that's going to make this extra point
a bunch.
Yeah.
Let's see, 25.
Did he say it was a personal
foul?
It'll be on the kickoff. Is it a personal foul? They're going to do
it on the kickoff.
Yep.
On the kickoff.
Well, that's a new penalty for 2020.
It is.
Hopefully this is the last year we have to worry about that penalty.
Was that put in just for this playoff?
I don't know, Larry. I've not seen that call before. Luke Allen on to attempt the extra point, and didn't get much of that one. That's going to fall short. But with 9:38 to go in the second quarter, Glasgow leads Adair County 20-0. And again, that touchdown was brought to you by the People's Bank, where they're working for you. We'll come back in a moment, let you know what that drive looks like. We're back after this on 30-second timeout on WCOD Sports.
Stock number LS714272, MSRP 27494. Stock number LZ350387, MSRP 36810. All incentives to dealer plus tax title and license. Must finance with dealer approved lender. With approved credit ends 9/30/20.
Kick off the season with huge savings at Don Franklin Chevrolet in Glasgow. Get the all-new 2020 Equinox LS as low as $25,994, or the all-new 2020 Chevy Silverado 1500 as low as $32,390. All with Don Franklin's exclusive 15-year, 500,000-mile powertrain coverage. Find new roads at Don Franklin Chevrolet in Glasgow.
Now back to more Scotties football playoffs on WCLU.
Back here at Hank Roy Stadium, Jeff Garman talking with the officials about that penalty that was called because they say he was not wearing his mask.
I wonder who monitors that.
Well, I'm sure it's the side judge here on the sideline, Larry. I would have to guess. And Jeff is not very happy, I can tell you that. That drive for Glasgow, 6 plays, 94 yards after the interception by Andrew Phillips. And that took 2:13 off the clock. Hunter Scott scored his 3rd touchdown of the night, this time from 36 yards out. The extra point was no good. Glasgow leads 20-0 with 9:38 to go in the first half.
Well, I've seen him all night long, and I've never seen him with it off.
Jaden Wyrock to kick this thing away.
Oh.
The short kick, it'll be almost recovered by the Scotties. I think Adair County got on it. Boy, Jaden Wyrock almost got to that football. But it is recovered by Byron Rogers. And Adair County will get good field position here. They'll take over at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, and Jaden kicked that ball off. Boy, he took off like a bullet right at it. And just barely, was just a little bit late.
Barron County and North Hardin have gone to the half. It's North Hardin 21, Barron County 6 in a Class 6A first-round playoff game there.
48-yard line. First round 10 Indians from that point.
9:37 to go in the first half. Glasgow leads Adair County 20-0. James in shotgun formation. He's got a back to his left. Going to hand it off to Case Cowan. And Cowan going to cross midfield on a sweep around the left side. He's going to get down close to the 46-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, Mason Bragg on the tackle, number 4 for the senior.
On the carry that time was Case Cowan. And he is down at the 45-yard line. Gain of 7 yards there. Second down, 3. 2 wideouts each way this time as Adair County goes to a spread formation. Going to give it off on near a fumble here. Steele able to hang on to it, and he'll get it across the 40 or the 45 to the 41. And it will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, Andrew Phillips on the tackle. That's one of those read option plays, where you put it in there and pull it out if you think you got a better option of running it, and that's what he did that time, but he fumbled it when he pulled it out, but got it right back.
Adair County has switched quarterbacks, and you've now got Aaron Steele playing quarterback. Luke James, who was a quarterback, is now setting up as a wideout here in this spread formation. Pierce to the left of Steele. Here comes Crawford in motion. They're going to get off to Pierce up the middle, and not much there for him this time. Maybe a yard to the 40, it appears.
Yeah, big old Tristan Franklin in there got a hold of him around the waist and would have let him go. That'd be his 3rd tackle of the night.
Tristan Franklin makes the hit.
8:13 to go in the first half of play. Glasgow 20, Adair County nothing. Steele in shotgun, Crawford to his right. Trips to the left side, a single wide out to the right. Going to give it off to Crawford. He tries to get around the left end, and no, sir. Corbin Wells, it looks like, Larry, the first man to hit him.
Exactly.
Loses a yard, back to the 41.
3rd tackle for Corbin tonight, this first half.
So they make it 3rd down and 10. Ball at the Glasgow 41. Steele in shotgun, Crawford to his right. Trips to the left side of the field, 1 man wide to the right. It's a straight quarterback sweep for Steele around the right side. He's got the 35, and he will be taken down as he crosses the 30, falls forward to the 28. That'll be a first down for Adair.
Tony Hammond with the tackle. That was a pretty good play for Adair. They got to the outside, got the corner.
And now a flag comes out way after the play. What is this?
I think somebody said something.
Okay.
Unsportsmanlike called on Glasgow.
Yeah. They were calling for a hold. I could hear somebody on the sidelines hollering, hold, hold.
The ball was at the 29, so it'll be half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, you got
the ball at the 14-yard line where it's first down and 10 for Adair. Second consecutive drive, the Indians have been able to get inside the Glasgow 20. The last time they turned it over on an interception by Andrew Phillips. Steele in shotgun, Crawford to his right. Has 2 wideouts each way.
Fumble.
And they fumble on the handoff attempt, and Glasgow saying they got it. Tried to give it off to Crawford, and just a bad exchange, and the Scotties do get the football.
Jaden Wyrock, I think, is the man that got on it.
So, just like the last time Adair County got into the red zone, they turned the football over. Glasgow will take over with 6:14 to go in the second quarter with a 20-0 lead. Scotty's going to take it at their own 17-yard line.
Adair County has moved the ball decently, but the turnovers are killing them. Penalties have killed them, too.
Phillips and Wyrock, Jaden Wyrock now in at fullback for the Scotties. Jay Long, the other wingback. Here's the give to Phillips. Sweep around the right end. Andrew is out across the 30, up near the 35-yard line. A big gain there.
Yeah, nice run. Just a little quick pitch out to the left, to the right side of the formation, and he got the corner again.
They'll spot it at the 34, a gain of 17 yards there for Andrew Phillips.
264 yards on 13 carries.
Scotties have carried the ball only 13 times for 264 yards.
Dawson Kahn is the man that made that tackle. It's his first of the night.
Phillips and Stockton again in the backfield. Going to give it off to Stockton this time.
Oh.
Kieran gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, and that's all he's going to get. It'll be no gain on the play.
That was number 25, Case Cowan, on the tackle. His first of the night.
Second down, 10. Easton Jesse bringing the play to his teammates in the huddle. Glasgow will break the huddle with 12 on the play clock.
Second down, 10.
Wyrock again in there, fullback, Long in the backfield with him. Going to give it off to Jay. Lots of room here around the left side. He's got the 40, the 45, the 50. Got the 45, the 40. Has a couple of men he's got to beat, and he won't be able to. He's going to run him out of bounds at the 22-yard line, or maybe the 21. Let's see where they put it down officially. It will be the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Aaron Steele's the man that ran him out of bounds. That'd be his third tackle of the night.
Pick up a 45 yards there for Jay Long. Jay now with 80 yards rushing on just 4 carries.
Well, that was wide open right from the pit. He came from the right side of the formation across behind the quarterback and just took a little quick pitch.
Jesse under center. Scott, the wing back on the left side now. They're going to pitch it to Long around the right end this time. Now cuts back to the middle of the field. Breaks a tackle. He's inside the 15, inside the 10, still going inside the 5. Dive, touchdown, Scotties.
Boy, that was a nice run, too. Same play, just went to the other side of the field, cut back to the middle, but he had to break about 3 tackles as he got to the end zone.
And with that, Glasgow goes up 26-0, 4:52 to go in the second quarter. Scotties look like we'll go for 2 here. That touchdown brought to you by the People's Bank, where they are working for you. Stockton and Long will be split in the backfield. Scott, a wing back here on the left side. Ball, of course, put down at the 3-yard line in high school when you go for 2. Javon Clark is a wide out, split out way out to the right side. Jesse will put Scott in motion. Easton going to roll out to the right side, looking to throw.
Good.
Pass is caught by Javon Clark.
Wide open, just a little down and out in the corner of the end zone. Freshman put it right on the money.
4:52 to go in the second quarter. Glasgow leads 28-0 over Adair County here in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs. Back after a 30-second timeout on WCLU Sports.
One of the most common reasons for buying new tires is to ensure the safety of your family. At BG Tire, we are now involving our 4th generation into this family-owned business. We know the importance of family and doing all we can to keep them safe. It's personal. When our family first started, tire change had to do with being able to drive in the snow. Now, tire change is a term of the growing number of tire stores owned by out-of-towners trying to get your business with a cheaper tire and inexperienced technicians. Does that sound like a smart plan for your family's safety? I would think not. BG Tire is the right place. We're located at 1046 Lovers Lane in Bowling Green. You can call us at 270-282-0266. We've been keeping families like yours safe for over 4 generations. 270-282-0266. BG Tire.
Now back to more Scotties football playoffs on WCLU.
Scotties are called for being offsides on the kickoff here after that touchdown that they just scored. That drive for Glasgow, 4 plays, 83 yards, took 1 minute and 22 seconds, a 21-yard touchdown run for Jay Long. The 2-point conversion good on a pass from Easton Jesse to Javon Clark. It's 28-0 Scotties, 4:52 to go in the second quarter. So Jaden Wyrock will tee it up from the 35-yard line to kick it away. Steele, Crawford, and Cundiff back deep for Adair. It's a short kick that'll be fielded at the 35-yard line by Crawford. trying to get to the left side of the field, and the Scotties are not going to let him get much. He'll get up to the 38, maybe the 39. That'll be about it.
Looks like Clint Malden on the initial hit for that, and that's his second tackle of the night. Got a little help from Mason Bragg.
A return of only 4 yards to the 39. It'll be 1st and 10 for Adair County from that spot. Well, Adair County, the last 2 times they've had it, Larry, have moved the football inside the Glasgow 20, but each one of those drives have ended in turnovers. The first one an interception, the second a fumble.
Yeah, and the first couple drives, holding penalties hurt them. So they have moved the ball pretty well. I don't know what their total offense is, but they've moved it.
Here's a give to Luke Pierce trying to get around the right side, and he sees nothing but blue jerseys in front of him. Ball came out, but he is down. I mean, Dylan Pierce had no chance right there.
No. Jamari Mack's the man that made the play. It got to him first. Second tackle for Jamari.
There's a big loss. Back to the 33-yard line, loss of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 15. No, it is a loss of 6, excuse me. Drive started at the 39 instead of the 38.
2nd down, 17.
Steele in shotgun. Pierce to his right with 4 receivers to the left side of the field. Steele to throw. Pass caught by Cundiff over there on the left side, and going to get a couple of yards. But again, Glasgow defended it well.
Yeah, Jamari Mack right there on the tackle. Wasn't fooled at all.
Jamari Mack.
Gain of 1 to the 34. So now 3rd and 15 coming up for the Indians. Metcalfe County was leading Monroe County at the end of the first quarter in Class 2A. 4 receivers again left side. Steele fakes the throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. It is going to be incomplete. Carter McKeever had the best shot at it for the Scotties, but it was really not anywhere where anybody could catch it.
No, Carter, he saw the ball in the air and turned. He wanted to get to it so bad he couldn't stand it, but it was just a little bit out of his reach.
Intended receiver that time was Luke James, but James had about 3 or 4 blue jerseys running right with him. So 4th down and 15. Adair County will have to punt the ball away. Chase Holmes to kick it. Andrew Phillips waiting on it. And Holmes gets this one away. A low end over end kick. Bounces at the 40. Takes a huge Adair County roll inside the 30. And will be down at the 23, it looks like.
Ball is down by Brady Cundiff.
Give you an update on the Monroe Metcalfe score. It is Metcalfe County now on top 27-6 over Monroe County at halftime.
Well, Monroe they're having a rough time right now.
It's been a rough season in Tompkinsville. Of course, the Scotties had been scheduled to play Monroe County back earlier in the year, but that was one of the first 3 games that got axed due to the delayed start for high school football. Jesse under center. Phillips and Stockton, the backs are split in the backfield. Here comes Scott in motion to the right side from the wing back position. Jesse off play action to throw. Pass caught by Phillips at the 20, 25-30, 35-40. Spins away from a tackler there, and he'll be down at the 44-yard line.
Well, it was a nice screen pass set up. It was set up perfectly. Got him out to the left side of the formation there. And made a couple of good moves, made one good spin move, but when he came out of it, he got hit pretty good. Number 15, Dawson Kahn, with his second tackle.
Give him an extra yard to the 45, a pickup of 22 yards on that screen pass. Scott a wing back on the left side. Phillips and Stockton are split in the backfield. Goes Scott in motion to the right. They'll pitch it to Phillips. Phillips starts right now, cuts back to the middle of the field, and he'll get very short yardage here. Maybe just 1, it looks like, to the 46.
Yeah, number 25, Case Cowan, with his second tackle of this first half.
Brady Dow in on that tackle. A gain of 1.
2nd down 9, 2:28 to go in the second quarter. Glasgow 28, Adair County nothing here in this first round Class 3A playoff game. Scott a wing back on the left side. Phillips and Stockton are split in the backfield. Give to Stockton up the middle, the big fullback crosses midfield. He'll get to the 45 and out to the 40-yard line in Adair County territory. The 41, back it up to the 41.
Brian Corneliuson on the tackle. That's his second of the night.
13-yard run there for Kieran, who has now carried 6 times for 65 yards.
Yeah, good strong run right up the middle.
Scotties in this first half have rushed for 334 yards on just 18 carries. Here's the give to Jay Long. He's got something around the left end, 35-30, down the sideline to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and he gets pushed, but did he get into the end zone? He did. Touchdown, Scotties.
Well, another good run. Just a little flip back to him. And sweep around the left, and he just got right down the sidelines, outran everybody.
Excuse me, Larry. I didn't know if Jay was going to be able to stay in bounds, but he got pushed right around the 3-yard line, right against the sideline there, but able to dive and get to the pylon. And that is a Glasgow touchdown with 1:48 to go in the second quarter. We'll see if Glasgow decides to go for 2 here to try to get the running clock going. They're 2 points away from that.
Well, no doubt about that.
They will go for 2. Clark spits wide to the left side. Long and Scott are the wing back, Stockton the full back. And now Scott, well, now there's some confusion. Glasgow's going to have to call a timeout.
Timeout, Glasgow.
1:48 to go in the second quarter. Glasgow up 34-0. Let's stay right here during this particular timeout, and let's tell you that last touchdown there was brought to you by the People's Bank, where they are working for you. Again, just to remind you about some score updates we have for you is Metcalfe County on top of Monroe County in Class 2A, 27-6. And in Class 6A, North Hardin leading Barron County at last check by a score of 21-6. That was at halftime as well. That drive, we'll go ahead and tell you about that drive for Glasgow. 4 plays, 77 yards, took 2:19 off the clock. It was a 41-yard touchdown run for Jay Long, his second of the night, the 5th touchdown run of the season for Jay, and the 2-point try here is pending. Stockton and Long in the backfield. They're split. Scott, a wing back here on the left side. Clark, a wide out to the right. Scott goes in motion to the right. Jesse snaps it. And Easton, this looks like a busted play here.
I believe it was.
Easton's not going to get it. I'm not sure if he was supposed to hand that off to Stockton or something got messed up right there. As offensive coordinator James McReynolds goes over to have a word with his freshman quarterback as he comes off the field. But the 2-point try, no good, so we will not get a running clock yet anyway. 1:48 to go in the second quarter. Glasgow up 34-0 back after a 30-second timeout here on WCLU Sports.
When you order your sizzling McDonald's breakfast this morning, you might learn something important about yourself. Like...
Now back to more Scotties football playoffs on WCLU.
Here's the kick by Jaden Wyrock. It's fielded at the 36-yard line. Ball comes out, and I think Adair County got back on it. But it'll be a net return of 0 because it was fielded by Lane Grant at the 36. He got it up across the 40, then the ball popped out and went backwards back to the 36.
I think Kerry Stockton's man had hit him and knocked the ball loose, but we couldn't get to it.
First down and 10, Adair County. The Scotties, Bruce telling us during the break, have over 400 yards of offense. Is that right, Bruce? Over 400 yards of offense in the first half? 408 in the first half. Trips to the left side of the field, a single wide out to the right. Pierce to the right of Steele. They fake the handoff there. Steele trying to keep it himself. Goes up the middle with it for 2, maybe 3.
Tad Shelton on the tackle. That's his 5th of this first half.
Give him 3 yards to the 39. It'll be second down 7.
Clint Malden in on that tackle. A gain of 4 yards, we'll call it.
1:16 to go in the half. Adair County does not look like they're in any hurry to try to get a lot done here. 2 wideouts each way. Steele will put a man in motion. That is Case Cowan. They hand it off to him. Throw back. And now a pass, and it's underthrown. They gave it off to Cowan and then gave it back to James on a reverse, who was playing quarterback, and then he tried to throw it down the field to Aaron Steele, and the ball was well underthrown.
Yeah, throw back to the quarterback. We used to run that years ago here at Glasgow, and it worked quite a bit.
That one didn't.
If the pass had been up, where he catch it, it would have been a good play, but he just threw it in the ground.
3rd down and 7 for Adair with the clock stopped. 1:01 to go in the first half. Glasgow on top 34-0. Trips to the near side. Now Cowan motions to the left. They're going to give it off to him and gets the 40 and where'd he go out of bounds? They're going to give him all the way up to the 48-yard line with the first down.
Pretty good spot.
That's what I thought, Larry.
I thought he went out back here to the yard line.
I did too.
Left end picks up the first down for Adair County.
And number 9 again on the tackle.
First down 10 Indians at their own 47-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Indians at their own 47. 57 seconds remaining in the half. Steele puts Cundiff in motion. Going to give it off to him around the right side. Now he tries to turn it upfield, and he'll get a yard to the 49.
Yeah, Jay Dwyrock in there on the tackle. That's his second.
Again, a pickup of 1 yard.
And Adair looks content here to maybe just go to halftime as they huddle up. They'll break the huddle with 19 seconds on the play clock, down 29 seconds on the game clock. Fake the handoff to Cowan. Here's Steele right up the middle with it. He's got something. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and 5, and into the end zone. Well,
he made a nice fake to the left side and then just busted it right up the middle.
I said Adair County was content to go to halftime, and I think they were, but the Scotties just didn't play that one very well. So the touchdown makes it 34-6, Glasgow. 16 seconds to go in the quarter. And I think Adair County may go for 2. They will. Steele in shotgun. Pierce set up to his left. 4 receivers to the right side. Cowan comes in motion left side. Steele going to keep it himself around the left end, trying to follow his blockers up into the hole, but he will not make it into the end zone.
Flag came in too. Jaden Wyrock on the tackle. His 3rd. Didn't I see a flag come in?
I think he did, Larry. Just waiting on the call here from our referee, Chris Kirby.
They're staying right where they are, so it looks like it's going to be against us.
Personal foul, helmet-to-helmet contact called on Glasgow.
Call against Glasgow.
That would have been a 15-yard penalty had it not been half the distance here, and the Scotties have been called for a bunch of 15-yarders. Steele in shotgun, Pierce to his left. He's got trips to the right side, a single wide out to the left. Steele going to try to keep it himself, and again the Glasgow defense holds. So even after... And now another flag comes out. Come on, guys.
Ted Chelth is the man that made that tackle.
It looks like to me this may be another personal foul penalty. Let's see. Unsportsmanlike against Glasgow.
Red ball, unsportsmanlike penalty against Glasgow.
Well, a dead ball from the kickoff. So it'll be 15 yards. They don't get to try again on this.
So it was a dead ball penalty, so it's after the play ended, so the 2-point try is no good. It'll be enforced on the kickoff. They didn't say who it was on.
They pulled carrying out.
So with 16 seconds to go here in the first half, Glasgow leads 34-6 over Adair County. We'll stay right here during this timeout. We've got a 5-play, 64-yard drive for Adair County that took 132 off the clock, a 51-yard touchdown run for Aaron Steele, his second touchdown run of the season. The 2-point try failed. Glasgow leads 34-6. So Adair County will get to kick this football off from across midfield at the Glasgow 45-yard line. Holmes to kick it. Long, Scott, and McKeever back deep for Glasgow.
Chase Holmes tees the ball up for Adair County.
And now we've got another delay here.
Well, the officials are over here, 3 of them over here in a little pile talking. I don't know what...
As many unsportsmanlike as Glasgow has had, of course, they're not announcing who these are on, but if you get 2, you're thrown out of the current game and you don't play in the next one. So whoever that's getting these unsportsmanlike for the Scotties, you hope nobody's gotten 2 of them. And the kickoff is going to go through the end zone for a touchback.
Chase Holmes goes into the end zone for an
I don't understand why they didn't onside there.
Glasgow will take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Glasgow will take over first and 10 at its own 20. Just 16 seconds to go in the half. You would expect the Scotties to just take a knee right here. Jesse goes up under center, snaps, and there is the knee. So that'll be the end of the first half of play. It's Glasgow 34, Adair County 6 here in the opening round of the Class 3A playoffs. We'll come back in a moment and look at the halftime stats brought to you by the People's Bank. 34-6 Scotties over Adair County. We're back after a 3-minute timeout here on WCOW Sports.
That's right. It's finally football time. Time to make sure you have the fastest internet possible. SCRTC offers great internet speed up to 1 gig for fiber customers. Copper customers can have up to 15 meg where available. SCRTC knows internet is more important.
around, and I mean, they've been big plays.
Yeah, it's been the Hunter Scott and Jay Long show tonight. They just give them the football, and they kind of find a way to get it in the end zone. So they've had some big runs, and it's really good to see that. You know, the running game is really going well right now.
Couple big turnovers forced by the defense too, Larry. Twice Adair County has gotten inside, or 3 times actually. They did score the 3rd time, but first 2 times got inside the red zone. Glasgow was able to force a couple of turnovers, an interception and a fumble recovery.
Yeah, that's the way Glasgow's defense has been playing the last few years. You know, the other team will run right down the field, and we'll make the big play on defense to turn it around in our favor, and they've done that tonight twice. And Adair County has hurt themselves on penalties. Of course, Glasgow's hurt themselves on penalties also.
Yeah, Glasgow has been penalized 10 times tonight, Larry, for 111 yards. I mean, that's
a little much. Yeah, the personal fouls have got to stop. I mean, that's the unsportsmanlike conduct in the personal fouls.
Yeah,
they need to stop.
As many unsportsmanlike as Glasgow has had in its first half, we're a little concerned that somebody may have gotten 2, and if they have, then they're not only done tonight, but they couldn't play in the second-round game at Taylor County next week. So we'll try to find something out here at halftime if we can get some information from somebody to find that out. But halftime stats here brought to you by the People's Bank, where they're working for you. Visit them at 1300 West Main Street in Glasgow, or give them a call at 270-629-5626. It's 34-6, Glasgow on top of Adair County here in the opening round of the Class 3A playoffs. And we'll turn things over to Larry and Bruce for the numbers. Larry?
All right, Joe. Glasgow got the football first, and didn't take them very long to put one in the end zone. They took over on their own 34-yard line, and it only took 2 plays for them to put it in the end zone. 2 plays, 66-yard drive, took 36 seconds off the clock. Hunter Scott scored his first touchdown on a 48-yard run. Luke Allen kicked the extra point, and the Scotties led 7-0, only 36 seconds into the first half there at 11:24 of the first quarter. Adair County would have to punt on their first possession of the night, and Glasgow would take over on their own 37-yard line at 6:38 of the first quarter. Hunter Scott again did the honors. He had a 30-yard touchdown run. It was a 6-play, 63-yard drive, took 2:22 off the clock. The kick was good again by Luke Allen, and the Scotties led 14-0 with 4:16 to go in the first quarter. Adair County's next possession, they would start moving the football pretty well. They got down inside the red zone, and Andrew Phillips went up with the receiver. It looked like the receiver had it when he was coming at the height of the intercept of the pass, and Andrew Phillips just took it away from him before they got to the ground. So it was an interception for him, and that would set Glasgow up at their own 5-yard line with 11:51 to go in the second quarter. Hunter Scott would again put it in the end zone, this time on a 36-yard run. 6 plays, 94 yards, took 2:15 off the clock. The kick this time was no good, as Luke Allen got under it just a little bit, and it didn't make the crossbar. So Glasgow led 20-0 with 9:38 to go in the second quarter. Adair County's next possession just about mirrored their one previous, as they moved the football down inside the 20-yard line, but they would fumble the football, and Jaden Wyrock came up with a recovery, set Glasgow up at their own 17-yard line with 6:14 to go in the second quarter. This time we had a different guy put it in the end zone this time. This time Jay Long, a 21-yard run. It was a 4-play, 83-yard drive, took a 1:22 off the clock. They lined up, since they missed the extra point in the previous series. They went for 2, and the 2-point conversion was good on a pass from Easton Jesse to Javon Clark for the 2-point conversion, and Glasgow led 28-0 at that point with 4:52 to go in the second quarter. Adair County would punt on their next possession. Good defensive stand by the Scotties. Again, Adair County moved it down pretty well, but in a punt put Glasgow on Adair County's 23-yard line at 3:17 of the, but Glasgow's 23-yard line, not at Adair County. Jay Long again did the honors, this time 41-yard run. A little quick pitch, he came around the left end, and he just went right down the sidelines for the touchdown. It was a 4-play, 77-yard drive, took 2:19 off the clock. They lined up for 2 points again, but this time it was no good. I think we had a missed handoff or something, had a botch play, which did not work. But Glasgow led 34-0 at 1:48 to go in the second quarter. Adair County would look like they were just going to try to run out the clock. They were going to run the football, and all of a sudden Aaron Steele faked a pitch out to the left side, and then just like a quarterback draw, just went right up the middle, and he went 51 yards for the touchdown. It was a 5-play, 64-yard drive. Took 1 minute and 32 seconds off the clock. They went for 2, and it was no good on the run. And we had a couple of penalties down in there, a personal foul, and then we had an unsportsmanlike conduct. And they got to try it one more time, but it was no good the second time also. So Glasgow led 34-6 with 16 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Scotties will get the football back one more time and run the clock out. So it's 34-6 here at halftime in favor of the Scotties. Bruce?
Thank you, Larry. As Larry told you, 34-6 with the Scotties on top. Adair County had 10 first downs. The Scotties had 16. For the Indians, rushing 133. They passed for 20 for a total of 153. Glasgow had 375 on the ground, 33 through the air for 408 yards of total offense in that first half. There were 2 turnovers in the first half, both by Adair County. They fumbled twice. They lost one. They had 1 interception. Glasgow did fumble once, but we got a good bounce and scored a touchdown off of it. Penalties, the Adair County Indians were penalized 2 times for 20 yards. Glasgow, 10 penalties, 111 yards in that first half. Total offensive plays, Adair County ran 31 for 14 minutes and 52 seconds. Glasgow had it for 23 offensive plays, 9 minutes, 8 seconds. Individually, the leading rusher for the Indians in the first half was Aaron Steele with 81 yards on 6 carries. He had their lone touchdown, and that was that longest carry for him of 51 yards right before the half ended. Gary Crawford had 22 yards on 4 carries. Dylan Pierce had 16 yards on 8 carries with a long of 12. Case Cowan had 16 yards on 2 carries. Brandy Cundiff had 10 yards on 3 carries, and Luke James carried it 1 time for 2 yards. Luke James was 2 of 5 passing for 20 yards with an interception. Aaron Steele threw 1 pass in that first half. It was incomplete. Brady Cundiff had both receptions, I should say, for 20 yards, a long of 19. Chase Holmes punted 2 times in the first half for a total of 56 yards. That's a 28-yard average. He had a long of 40. For the Scotties, our leading rusher was Jay Long. He had 142 yards on 6 carries and 2 scores with a long of 45. Hunter Scott had 120 yards on 4 carries. He had 3 touchdowns with a long of 48. Karen Stockton had 65 yards on 6 attempts, a long of 18, and Andrew Phillips packed it 3 times for 58 yards, a long of 40. Easton Jesse had 1 carry, and that was a kneel down there at the end of half. Easton Jesse was 2 of 3 passing for 33 yards. Andrew Phillips had 1 catch for 22 yards, and Jamari Mack had 1 catch for 12 yards. So here at halftime of this round 1 of the 3A State High School playoffs, it's Glasgow 34, Adair County 6. Our halftime stats were brought to you by the People's Bank, where we are working for you. Come visit us at 1300 West Main Street or give us a call at 270-629-5626. We'll be right back with the call of the second half of this playoff contest with Joe and Larry after this 3-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
There's the driver who's had his right turn signal on for 2 miles, then proceeds to turn left. There's the one who's convinced a yellow light means speed up. and the one who's taken up permanent residence in your blind spot. No wonder so many Kentuckians carry Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance, because sometimes the best protection against bad drivers is good insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Come see me, Joe Myers, at 106 Reynolds Road in Glasgow, or call me at 670-3093.
One of the most common reasons for buying new tires is to ensure the safety of your family. At BG Tire, we are now involving our fourth generation into this family-owned business. We know the importance of family and doing all we can to keep them safe. It's personal. When our family first started, tire change had to do with being able to drive in the snow. Now, tire change is a term of the growing number of tire stores owned by out-of-towners trying to get your business with a cheaper tire and inexperienced technicians. Does that sound like a smart plan for your family's safety? I would think not. BG Tire is the right place. We're located at 1046 Lovers Lane in Bowling Green. You can call us at 270-282-0266. We've been keeping families like yours safe for over 4 generations. 270-282-0266. BG Tire.
We're celebrating. This is Cynthia Watson with Monticello Bank, and this year we celebrate our 125th anniversary. Since 1895, we've dedicated ourselves to providing premier financial products and superior customer service. The same dedication to superior service that has made us successful in 1895 is still with us today. But our success could not be possible without you, our faithful customers. So we thank you and hope you will join us in celebrating our 125th anniversary.
Monticello Bank, where people matter. Member FDIC.
When you order your sizzling McDonald's breakfast this morning, you might learn something important about yourself. Like, are you the kind of person who picks the melted, overflowing American cheese that got stuck to the wrapper before enjoying your delicious breakfast sandwich? Or after?
There's no better way to breakfast. Choose between a sausage biscuit or McChicken biscuit and hash browns for only $2. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
At SCRTC, we love local small businesses. Actually, they create the majority of all U.S. jobs. Small businesses have had to face unusually hard times lately. Support local small business now more than ever. We are proud to be able to meet the phone, internet, security, and television needs of businesses both large and small. Call SCRTC today to find out how we can tailor services to fit your individual needs. SCRTC, new packages and increased fiber area may be available to save you money. We meet business needs daily, and we couldn't do it without you.
Now back to more Scotty's football playoffs on WCLU.
Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back here with you at Hank Roy Stadium, where it is Glasgow on top of Adair County by a score of 34-6. Let's give you a score update on that Barron-North Hardin game. At the end of 3 quarters, it's North Hardin 21, Barron County 6. And obviously nobody believes in moral victories, but I tell you, Barron County hanging in there with one of the better teams in Class 6A. North Hardin has been a top 2 or 3 team, I think, in Class 6A most all year long. So the Trojans putting on a good show tonight. We'll see if they can pull off the upset there in that 4th quarter, but they've given themselves a chance at least. And the last score update we had on the on the Metcalfe County Monroe game was 30. Let's see here. Is that right? No, that's not right. 27-6. 27-6. Metcalfe County was on top of Monroe at last check in that one. And again, some of the other games that are going on involving area teams tonight in Class 2A. Edmonson County is playing Clinton County. That's in Brownsville. Hart County was supposed to have played Taylor County, but again, Hart County had to cancel, assuming for COVID issues, but don't know that for a fact. So Taylor County awaiting the winner of this one between the Scotties and Adair County next week. That game will be played in Campbellsville. In Class 4A, Allen County Scottsville is at home tonight against Franklin Simpson. Warren East and Russell County going at it over at Russell County High School, and Logan County hosting Hopkins Central tonight. In Class 5A, Bowling Green is at home against Greenwood, and South Warren playing at home against Christian County. We can tell you that Kieran Stockton, unfortunately, is going to be out for the rest of this game, and he will not be able to play next week either due to a penalty that was called on him. So that's going to be a big loss for the Scotties, Larry. You don't think it hurts you a whole lot here tonight with a 34-6 halftime lead, but you needed all your guns next week going up to Campbellsville to take on Taylor County, and to not have Kieran as well as he has been running the football since we've gone to this wing T offense. That's going to be a huge loss.
Yeah, and defensively too, he plays a good, solid linebacker on defense. I mean, it's just that's a terrible blow for the Scotties, I think. And the way he has that capability from that fullback position to get you 5, 6, 7, 8 yards every time he touches it, and now you won't have that unless we find somebody to fill in there that can do that.
Jaden Wyrock would fill in, you would think, for Kieran next week at that fullback spot. Jaden right now about to kick this thing away to get the third quarter going. Glasgow leads Adair County 34-6. Wyrock will get it kicked away, and the ball going to be fallen on by an Adair County player back around the 31-yard line. That's Byron Rogers who got on top of that one.
By Byron Rogers.
I'm off. I just got a text. Winnie's buddy said y'all sounding good tonight from Johnny Van.
First down and 10 for Adair County at their own 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Adair County going back to the wishbone set here. So they've got James under center. They give it off to one of the second back through, and he will be taken down at the 35-yard line. That is Dylan Pierce on the carry that time.
Yeah, Jaden Wyrock on the tackle, number 4 for him in this game.
Gain of 3 yards there for Pierce, who's now carried 9 times for 19 yards. Adair County with 136 yards rushing as a team. And in the wishbone set here, they'll pitch it back to Crawford, and he gets met at the line of scrimmage, and the ball popped out, but they're going to say he was down? Well, he was nowhere near down. Now, the progress, maybe they're saying forward progress.
I think that's what they said.
He was definitely not down.
Yeah, I heard a whistle blow, I think, before the ball came out. Clint Malden on the tackle, by the way. That's his third for the 6', 178 junior.
Gain of a yard to the 36. It'll be 3rd down and 6 now for the Indians. James under center. Fullback is Cowan. Crawford and Pierce are the deep men in this wishbone set. Wide out here to the near side. They give it off to Cowan. Straight up the middle with it, and he'll get it up near the 38. So bring up 4th down now for Adair County. We'll see what they decide to do on their own side of the field, down 34-6 here early in the third quarter. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. We'll see if they actually snap it. They've already drawn Glasgow off sides once on a 4th down play. They earned them an easy first.
Yeah, Jaden Wyrock made the tackle on that last play. That's number 5 for him. You figure they're going to try to pull the Rick Wood thing again here.
James under center, wishbone set behind him. Crawford and Pierce, the deep men in the set. They are going to snap it. They'll give it to Pierce on a sweep around the left side. He is not going to get it, not even close.
Mason Bragg came a bullet from the left side there, and he's down. The running back is down.
Crawford is down. It's not the man who ran it, but he is one of the running backs. Crawford slow to get up for Adair County here. The Scotties are going to force the turnover on downs. Glasgow will take over at the Adair County 38-yard line. And with the injury timeout, we'll take a timeout ourselves. 10:02 to go in the third quarter. Glasgow 34, Adair County 6. Back after a 1-minute timeout here on WCLU Sports.
Hi, I'm Owen Lambert, president of South Central Bank. Whether you're looking for a conventional mortgage, an FHA, or a VA loan, or even a construction loan, or just a loan for that home improvement project you've been thinking about, South Central Bank is ready to help. We have experienced lenders who are here to walk you through every step of the way. You can even start the process online at southcentralbank.com. At South Central Bank, we're small enough to know you and big enough to help. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, Sonny, would you mind changing the brake pads on the old wagon?
Sure, Grandma. I can help you out, but this is the last time. I have to find a real mechanic job. Grams, this jack looks like it was made before cars were.
It's fine. Work, boy.
All right. My foot! I need a real mechanic job.
And a real job you'll get as the new diesel mechanic at Walbert Trucking in Glasgow. Get paid weekly, a full benefits package, and the career you'll love. If you have the skills and experience, apply now. GoWalbert.com.
Now back to more Scotty's football playoffs on WCLU.
Well, we're a little late coming back to action here, and we missed a touchdown for the Scotties. It's going to be a 38-yard touchdown pass on their first play of this possession as the freshman quarterback Easton Jesse finds Jaden Wyrock, the fullback, streaking down the middle of the field. And Wyrock in for the 6, which makes it 40-6 Glasgow now with 9:55 to go in the third quarter. And the Scotties will go for 2 to again try to get that 36-point lead to get the running clock mercy rule into effect. Jesse under center with a wing back either way. Here comes Long in motion on the near side. Going to give it off to Jay around the left end. He'll get into the end zone for the 2-point try. And with 9:55 to go in the third quarter, Glasgow now leads 42-6, and we'll have that running clock the rest of the way here in the second half. We'll come back after a 30-second timeout. Actually, let's first tell you that touchdown a moment ago was brought to you by the People's Bank, where they are working for you. Now, back after a 30-second timeout here on WCLU Sports.
Stock number LS714272, MSRP 27494. Stock number LZ350387, MSRP 36810. All incentives to dealer plus tax title and license. Must finance with dealer approved lender. With approved credit ends 9/30/20.
Kick off the season with huge savings at Don Franklin Chevrolet in Glasgow. Get the all-new 2020 Equinox LS as low as $25,994, or the all-new 2020 Chevy Silverado 1500 as low as $32,390. All with Don Franklin's exclusive 15-year, 500,000-mile powertrain coverage. Find new roads at Don Franklin Chevrolet in Glasgow.
Now back to more Scotty's football playoffs on WCLU.
Steele, Pierce, and Cundiff back deep for Adair County, awaiting the kick from Jaden Wyrock. We'll tell you that for Glasgow, that was a one-play, 38-yard drive, and a short kickoff going to be fielded here. Oh, my goodness. Clint Malden just absolutely leveled number 11 for Adair County, who I don't have on my spot chart, Larry. Number 11 is...
I don't have it on 11.
Yeah, it's Maddox Rogers.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Rogers caught a very short kickoff that time from Jaden Wyrock and was belted at the 45-yard line. So, again, that drive for Glasgow, just one play, 38 yards, took only 7 seconds as Easton Jesse connected with Wyrock on a 38-yard pass. Then Jay Long gets a 2-point try to make it a 36-point Glasgow lead. That touchdown pass for Jesse, his 6th touchdown pass of the season against no interceptions for Easton. Here's Steele on a sweep around the left side, and again, just nowhere to go as he's going to be run out of bounds back at the 41-yard line, I think. But let's make sure.
Looks like Clinton Malden. Clinton Malden again on tackle. That's number 5 for him. He's made 2 or 3 in a row here.
Well, actually, they move it up to the 43-yard line. So, still a loss on the play of 2 yards. It'll be second down and 12. Things should move along pretty quickly here the rest of the way. Again, the running clock in effect with the 36-point Glasgow lead. It's 42-6. They're going to give it off here to Case Cowan as he takes it off right tackle, and he's going to get close to midfield. He'll be stopped back around the 49, and they may give him the 50. Let's see. One official's got it at the 49, the other has it at the 50. They'll move it back to the 49.
Jamari Mack on the tackle, number 4 for him.
Adair County.
7 yards on that carry for Cowan. Third down and 5 for the Indians. A wing back either way. Wide out here to the near side is Cundiff. Pierce, the fullback. They put Steele in motion for the wingback position. Give it off to Pierce up the middle, and he will get a yard, maybe 2. He does cross midfield to the Glasgow 48.
Jaden Wyrock and Tad Shelton both in there on that stop.
It'll bring up 4th down and 3 after the 3-yard pickup there.
Brings up a 4th down and 3. for Adair County.
7:16 to go in the third quarter. Glasgow leads 42-6. 4th down and 3 for Adair. They'll go for it at the Glasgow 48. Still and Crawford, the wingback, or Still and Cowan, the wingback, excuse me. Going to give it off to Cowan. He'll turn it up the field here, and he's going to be stopped shy of the first down.
Yeah.
Had to get to the 45, but he did not get there. It's going to be a full yard shy. So Adair County will again, for the second consecutive possession, turn the football over on downs.
Short of the first half, so Glasgow will take over on downs. First down 10 for the Scotties at their own 36-yard line.
Actually put the ball down at the 47. So it'll be 1st and 10 Glasgow at their own 47, 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Another playoff game for you out of the Louisville area in Class 3A. It was Christian Academy of Louisville defeating DeSales 7-3.
7-3.
A couple of powerhouses there meeting in the first round. Jesse under center going to give it off here to Rico Crowder, who's into the game for the Scotties. Glasgow has lots of new jerseys in right now with this 42-6 lead. A flag came down there.
We're going to have another hold over there, I think.
Crawford was run out of bounds over there on the far sideline after a gain of about 3. Personal foul.
Oh, another personal foul.
Called against Glasgow.
Shot block.
Personal foul is the call against Glasgow.
Well, it's just a little bit difficult to imagine that the Scotties have committed every one of these penalties that have been called, and I don't know, maybe they have, but they have been whistled for a ton tonight. That moves the ball all the way back to the 30-yard line. Jesse, the quarterback, under center. Crowder goes in motion to the right side. And Easton, I think, bobbled the snap, picks it back up, and just runs for what he can. He'll get it to the 32.
No, he handed the ball off.
Oh, he did hand it off, didn't he? Yep.
Number 40.
40, yep, I'm sorry.
That's a Neal.
Gavin Neal there on the carry. Second down, 23. 5:17 to go in the third quarter.
Second down 23 for the Scotties.
Wing back on the right side. Jyler Morrison is the deep man here in the backfield. Jesse under pressure, and Easton fumbles it. I think it came right back to him, though.
Yeah, had the sack, though. It's number 68. Braden Burton is the man that made the tackle, number 68, 6'1", 255-pound senior.
Loss of 9 on the play, back to the 22.
Third down, 23.
Crowder, a wing back on the right side. Neal and Morrison in the I formation in the backfield. Here comes Crowder in motion to the near side. Going to pitch it back to Morrison. And not a lot there. Try to get around the left side and stopped around the 24.
Yeah, 78 David Dial on that tackle. That's his first of the night. 6'2", 255 senior.
Fourth down.
That'll bring up 4th down and a mile here for the Scotties. They've got to get the ball.
Everybody's sitting down.
To the
punt team's got to go in.
43-yard line in Adair County territory. The ball all the way back at the Glasgow 24, and here comes the punting unit on. Javon Clark in punt formation. Steele will go back deep for Adair County.
They were all sitting down over here with their helmets off and everything. Didn't realize it, I don't think.
Snap is a little high. Javon brings it down, gets the kick off. Pretty good kick. High. Will bounce at the 50-yard line and take a Glasgow roll and be downed at the 43 in Adair County territory. Punt of 33 yards there for Clark.
3-yard line of Adair County.
See if Adair County comes with some new jerseys in the ball game, as Glasgow did here. Nope, they're going to keep their starters in, it looks like. So on the field here defensively for the Scotties, you see Connor Davis. Also out there is Demarion Green. Ryan Morgan on the field. See Isaiah Coates heading out there. Gavin Neal out there as well. Here's Adair County. James snaps it, wants to throw. Off play action, looking for a man down the middle of the field. The pass is going to be caught at the 30-yard line. Breaks the tackle, 25-20, 15-10, 5, and into the end zone.
57 yards.
That is Brady Cundiff who made the catch and ran for the touchdown.
Makes the score Glasgow 42, Adair County 12.
2:09 to go in the third quarter. And Holmes on to attempt the extra point for the Indians. Good snap, hold down, kick up, and it is good. 2:09 remaining here in the third quarter. 42-13, Adair County, or excuse me, Glasgow leading Adair County here in this first round Class 3A playoff game. We're back after a 30-second timeout on WCOD Sports.
Life has a way of presenting us with many inconveniences, but paying your bill shouldn't be one of them. That's why the Glasgow EPB has multiple ways to pay your bill. You can pay your bill online or even sign up for our bank draft program, where your bill will be debited from your bank account on the due date. Pay your bill anytime without having to come into our office at the bill payment kiosk located next to our drive-thru. Did you know you could pay your EPB bill at your bank? And as always, our office and drive-thru are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The EPB, connecting Glasgow to the future.
Now back to more Scotties football playoffs on WCLU.
That'll take a minute.
For Adair County, a one-play drive, 57 yards. It was a 57-yard touchdown pass to Brady Cundiff from Luke James. The extra point was good by Holmes. And with 2:09 to go in the third quarter, it is 42-13. Kickoff here going to be taken at the 25-yard line and returned up across the 30 to the 35 by Carter McKeever.
Lane Grant on the tackle, number 2 for him.
On that return.
Let's see, 35. Yep.
Barron County has seen their season come to an end as they fall to North Hardin in Class 6A by a final score of 42-6. We get a score here on Metcalfe County. Metcalfe over Monroe, 34-6. I don't know if that's after 3 or if that's the end of the ball game. I didn't get any notes, any details on that. But either way, it certainly looks like Metcalfe County is going to beat Monroe, if they haven't already. Easton Jesse in shotgun formation, going to give to Morrison, and nowhere to go for Jyler.
Number 3, Dylan Pierce on the tackle. That's his second of the night.
So Glasgow, the last 2 possessions, has had their JV offense in, and Adair County has kept their starting defense in. Adair County kept their starting offense in on the last series against Glasgow's JV defense.
They only got 14 players over on the sideline.
That's true. They don't have many. Jesse in shotgun.
Uh-oh, we moved.
Adair County jumped offside.
No, we moved.
Oh, I thought he made contact, Larry.
Well, maybe he did.
He did.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the defender made contact with the offensive lineman for the Scotties. So on that offensive line for Glasgow right now, you have Parker McGowan. Rad Gentry is in there. Let's see, who else we got? Luke Simmons on the offensive line for the Scotties. Let's see who's on that right side, if I can pick up their numbers.
Yeah, they're going to let the clock run
that
out.
is Ryan Randall. And who's the fifth one? Fifth offensive lineman for the Scotties right now is Jacob Brunson. That's going to be the end of the third quarter of play. It's 42-13. Glasgow leading Adair County after 3 quarters here in the Class 3A playoffs. Back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLD Sports.
Hello, this is Terry Bunnell, Chairman, President, and CEO of the People's Bank. In today's economy, small business owners need every advantage to not only survive, but to get ahead. That's where the People's Bank comes in. As a community bank, we provide the tools to help your small business succeed. We're dedicated to where we live, work, and operate. The People's Bank, your community bank. The People's Bank, working for you, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
In a perfect world, tree limbs never fall on roofs during storms. Deer look both ways before crossing the road. And water pipes don't burst while you're on vacation. But for those times when life is less than perfect, Kentuckians turn to Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, a company perfectly suited to getting your world back to okay. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Come see me, Joe Myers, at 106 Reynolds Road in Glasgow, or call me at 670-3093.
Now back to more Scotties football playoffs on WCLU.
That wasn't a fumble. That was an incomplete pass.
Back here at Hank Roy Stadium, 3rd down and 8 now. As that play sort of caught me off guard there.
Yeah, that was the one where they flipped the ball forward.
Gotcha.
To the guy coming across from the left side in motion, and they flipped it forward to him, and he didn't catch it, and the ball hit the ground, so it's an incomplete pass.
So 4th down and 8 now here for the Scotties. They're back at their own 36-yard line, 11:18 to go in the ball game. 42-13. Scotties in control and headed to the second round next week, where they'll play at Taylor County. And now what's going on? We have an official timeout here.
I don't know what they're doing now.
I don't either. Well, I don't know what this discussion could be here. While they're doing that, let's give you the stats through 3 quarters. Glasgow leads 42-13, 17 first downs for the Scotties, 11 for Adair County. 362 rushing yards for the Scotties, 38 passing, a total of 400. Adair County 118 yards rushing, 77 passing, for a total of 185. Adair County has committed the only 2 turnovers of the night. 1 a fumble and 1 an interception. Glasgow's been penalized 11 times for 126 yards in this ball game. Got to get that cleaned up before they take on Taylor County next week. Adair County's penalized 3 times for 25 yards. Glasgow 30 offensive plays, has had the ball 14 minutes and 52 seconds. 40 plays for Adair County. They've had it 21:08.
You know, I don't know how referees can call the coaches for not having a mask on, and not a referee one has a mask on.
Jesse in shotgun formation. He's got an I formation to his right. Here's a give to Jyler Morrison off left tackle, and he'll fight his way out near the 40, and a flag comes in at the end of that play.
David Dial on the tackle for Adair County. That's his second face mask. All right, we got one going our way one time.
Personal foul, face mask, 15-yard penalty. Will put the ball in Adair County territory at the 45. 10:45 to go in the ball game. It's 42-13. Glasgow in the lead here. Jesse in shotgun. Fullback in this set is Braden Kirkpatrick. Morrison, the running back, to the left of Jesse. Gets it off to Morrison. Trying to get around the right end. He's got the 40, and he'll be run out of bounds shy of the 35-yard line. Let's see where they spot him out. And now a flag comes out at the end of that play. My goodness.
Luke James made the push out of bounds there. That's his full stop.
They're going to spot him down at the 38. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Adair County.
Dead ball unsportsmanlike penalty called against Adair County.
This team's going to catch up with that crew we had earlier in the year. If they hustle, they'll get them.
Ball after that penalty is now spotted at the Adair County 23-yard line. 9:58 to go in this one. 42-13. Glasgow in control. They've got their JV offense on the field here. Gavin Neal to the right of Easton Jesse, going to give it off to Neal. Starts left, cuts back to the middle of the field. He's got the 15, he's got the 10, he's got the 5, and end zone. Touchdown Scotties. Gavin Neal with the 23-yard run.
Yeah, nice run. Took it off the left tackle, cut it back. He got about 5-10 yards down the field, and then boom, cut it to the right and all the way to the end zone.
Gavin, a 5'6", 135 freshman, getting his first varsity touchdown. Makes it 48-13 Scotties with 9:40 to go in the game. Glasgow will go for 2. Neal to the right of Jesse. Kirkpatrick, the fullback, on the left side of Jesse. Gives to Neal, and nothing doing. So the 2-point try, no good. The score remains Glasgow 48, Adair County 13. That Glasgow touchdown brought to you by the People's Bank, where they are working for you. 9:40 remaining in the ball game. 48-13. Glasgow leading Adair County here in this 3A first-round playoff game. Back after a 30-second break on WCLU Sports.
One of the most common reasons for buying new tires is to ensure the safety of your family. At BG Tire, we are now involving our 4th generation into this family-owned business. We know the importance of family and doing all we can to keep them safe. It's personal. When our family first started, tire change had to do with being able to drive in the snow. Now, tire change is a term of the growing number of tire stores owned by out-of-towners trying to get your business with a cheaper tire and inexperienced technicians. Does that sound like a smart plan for your family's safety? I would think not. BG Tire is the right place. We're located at 1046 Lovers Lane in Bowling Green. You can call us at 270-282-0266. We've been keeping families like yours safe for over 4 generations. 270-282-0266. BG Tire.
Now back to more Scotties football playoffs on WCLU.
Rico Crowder will kick this one away for the Scotties, fielded by Steele back at the 15. And he's out across the 35. He's gone. Yep. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and into the end zone goes Aaron Steele. Scotties had their JV kickoff team out there, and Adair County able to take advantage of it. Kickoff return of 75 yards. Let's tell you about that last Glasgow scoring drive. It was 5 plays, 65 yards, took 4:29 off the clock. Gavin Neal scored on a 23-yard run. The 2-point try was no good. And this scoring drive for Adair County came on the ensuing kickoff. 75-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for Aaron Steele. They stopped it about 9:24 to go in this one. 48-19. Man, it seems like this second half's taking a long time with the running clock.
It does.
Wishbone set in the backfield here behind James. He'll give it off to Pierce right up the middle, and he's in no problem for the 2-point try. 48-21, Glasgow leads. 9:24 to go in this one. Back after a 30-second timeout on WCLU Sports.
When you order your sizzling McDonald's breakfast this morning, you might learn something important about yourself. Like, are you the kind of person who picks the melted, overflowing American cheese that got stuck to the wrapper before enjoying your delicious breakfast sandwich? Or after?
There's no better way to breakfast. Choose between a sausage biscuit or McChicken biscuit and hash browns for only $2. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Now back to more Scotty's football playoffs on WCLU.
48-21, Glasgow on top of Adair County. 9:24 to go in this one. We do have a running clock in place. Adair County has scored 15 of these 21 points against Glasgow's JV. Here's the kick. It'll bounce to the 20-yard line and fielded by McKeever there off the one bounce. He's got the 25 up to about the 27.
McKeever on the kickoff return for Glasgow.
Byron Rogers, I should say, for the tackle, number 3 for him.
Let's see a couple of the names we have not called yet for the Scotties. I see going out there right now is Lucas Christian. I think we've called most everybody else's name. Scotties will send 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 wide to the left. Jesse in shotgun formation. Morrison sets up to his left. Jesse going to hand it off to Morrison. Giler trying to turn the corner around the right end. He won't get there.
Joshua Smallwood on that tackle, number 2 in the game for him.
Also a yard back to the 26.
They haven't even thought about putting any subs in, have they?
I don't think so. I mean, you're right. They don't have a ton of subs to put in over there, but you would think they'd have a few younger kids that would like to play. Jesse in shotgun, Morrison to his right. Two wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Give to Morrison again, and nothing. Loses a yard back to the 25.
They're just a little too strong right now at front for us. Case Cowan on the tackle, number 4.
Actually make it no gain. They say he got back to the 26. 3rd down and 11. Jesse in shotgun. Morrison to his right, trips to the left side, a single wide out to the right side. Jesse going to give to Gavin Neal. That was not Morrison to his right, that was Neal, excuse me. And Neal will get back to the line of scrimmage to the 26.
Yeah, bill number 78, David Dial on the tackle. That's his 3rd.
Brings up a 4th down, 12.
4th down and 11. And here comes the punting unit in for the Scotties. I don't think it's our job yet. I don't think it's. Yvonne Clark back in punt formation. Still waiting on the kick. And Clark drops the snap, gets it off though. End over end kick, bounces right at the 50 and takes just a little bit of a Glasgow roll, excuse me. And it'll be down to the 48 in Adair County territory. Punt of 28 yards with no return. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Now they wind the clock. 48-21, Glasgow in the lead.
First down 10 for Adair County. Ball spotted at the Indian 48.
And Scotties have put their starting defense back in. And I don't really blame them. Glasgow says, well, if you're not going to even sub at all, we're not either. We're going to put our starters back in. You just hope nobody gets hurt right here, obviously. Here's a give to Cowan around the right side, and he's going to break the initial tackle. He'll cross midfield to the 48, maybe the 47.
Like Carter McKeever got over for that stop. Tackle number 2 for him. Pretty good yardage on first down, though.
Here's the 46, actually. Gain of 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4. James in shotgun, and pistol, excuse me. Fakes the handoff, wants to throw. Looking over the middle of the field, the pass is complete. Nice, broken up that time by Hunter Scott. Nice defensive play there by the junior. Pass was intended that time for Dawson Kahn.
Yeah, good defense there by Hunter Scott. He was trailing the receiver, and when the ball got there, he just leaped out and got a hand on it, knocked it down.
.4:16 to go. Glasgow is going to advance to next week's second-round playoff game at Taylor County. We would assume that would be a 7 o'clock Central Time start, but we'll let you know otherwise. James under center. The wishbone set behind him, and now a delay of game going to be called on Adair County.
Delay of game is indicated against Adair County.
I'll make it 3rd and 9 as the ball now moved back to the Adair 49-yard line. Well, Glasgow, of course, has already played Taylor County one time this year. Scotties fell in that game by a score of 35-15. Glasgow played a very good first half, led at halftime, but second half was dominated by the Cardinals. And now a timeout taken by Adair County with 3:19 to go. 48-21, Glasgow leads. We're just trying to get this ball game over with. Back after a 30-second timeout on WCODU Sports.
That's right. It's finally football time. Time to make sure you have the fastest internet possible. SCRTC offers great internet speed up to 1 gig for fiber customers. Copper customers can have up to 15 meg or available. SCRTC knows internet is more important than ever now. Call today to find the best SCRTC internet package for you, with or without phone. Don't miss your favorite teams this season when they play on TV. Ask about SCRTC sports packages. Enjoy your football, and SCRTC will keep you in the game with internet, TV, phone, and security.
Now back to more Scotties football playoffs on WCLU.
Well, after Adair County called the timeout, a flag came out, and another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty has been called on Glasgow. We have not kept count of how many unsportsmanlikes have been called on the Scotties, but I guarantee you it's been 4 or 5 at a minimum, maybe more. They've been flagged a grand total of 12 times. I would say close to half of those have been unsportsmanlike.
So the ball spotted at the 37-yard line of the Scottish.
So the penalty moves the ball to the Glasgow 37. With 3:19 to go, Glasgow leads 48-21. Here's a give to Aaron Steele. Takes it off right tackle. He'll get it down to about the 35.
Mason Bragg on that stop, number 6 for Mason.
Gain of 2 yards. Second down, 8.
Second down and 9.
I'd like to know what all these unsportsmanlike conduct penalties are for.
I would too.
What did they do?
James under center, wishbone set behind him, and Glasgow jumps offside.
Tristan did it again. That's twice tonight.
Scotty's now penalized 13 times tonight for how many total yards, Bruce? 146 penalty yards on Glasgow.
That makes the clock start again.
2:25 to go. 48-21, Glasgow with the lead. James under center with a wishbone behind him. Wide out to the right side, James to throw. Looking over the middle of the field and nobody home.
Do it to the referee.
I'm going to assume the intended target was Dawson Kahn. He was the only one with a white shirt anywhere in the neighborhood, although it was well over his head.
Yeah, official was the only one who could have caught that. He didn't try.
3rd down 4. 1:45 remaining. Adair County at the Glasgow 30. Scotty's put the running clock into effect early in the 3rd quarter. And they had a 36-point lead at one time. Cundiff comes in motion to the near side. They hand it off to him on the jet sweep, and the Scotties meet him at the line of scrimmage. Ball comes out, and it's picked up, but the man who picked it up had a knee on the ground when he recovered it. So Glasgow will take over at their own 41-yard line, the 3rd turnover created by the Scotty defense tonight.
That was number 20, Corbin Wells.
You know, that the turnover margin has just completely done a 180 for the Scotties. Glasgow's turnover margin through the first 5 games was -9. They're now +9 in the last 3 games in that category. They have created 10 turnovers to their opponents. They've created 10 turnovers, and they've only turned it over 1 time themselves in the last 3 games. And that has been a huge reason why the Scotties have played so well in these last 3 ball games.
Yeah, I don't think they're even going to have to run a play here.
They will not. You're right. So the final score will be Glasgow 48, Adair County 21, as the Scotties win their opening round playoff game here over the Indians. Glasgow will run its record to 6-2 and 3-1 against district competition. Adair County season ends at 2-4 and 1-2 inside the district. So it'll be Glasgow against Taylor County for a 2nd round rematch of a game which Taylor County won here at Hank Roy Stadium last year, 20-14. Scotties will hope to turn their fortunes around next week in Campbellsville. And we'll come back in a moment and take a look at the final stats. We'll also get some thoughts from Glasgow head coach Jeff Garman on this win here tonight. And we'll tell you about our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Scotty player of the game. Again, Glasgow 48, Adair County 21. That's your final here in this Class 3A first-round playoff game, back after a 1-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
Hi, this is Owen Lambert, president of South Central Bank. Whether you're looking for your first...
Thanks for watching the Scotty Channel.
Did you know you could watch these videos and more for free?
At thescottychannel.com. Thanks for watching the Scotty Channel.
Today at southcentralbank.com, or just give us a call. Our lenders are ready to help you every step of the way. At South Central Bank, we're small enough to know you, but we're big enough to help. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, Sonny, would you mind changing the brake pads on the old wagon?
Sure, Grandma. I can help you out, but this is the last time. I have to find a real mechanic job. Grams, this jack looks like it was made before cars were.
It's fine. Work, boy.
All right. My foot! I need a real mechanic job.
And a real job you'll get as the new diesel mechanic at Walbert Trucking in Glasgow. Get paid weekly, a full benefits package, and the career you'll love. If you have the skills and experience, apply now. Go Walbert.